Hey guys, Mackenzie here. I was asked to do day 2, which talks about money. And I tried about 14 times to make this video and failed every single time. And I would watch it, rewatch it, and I would just hate it. So I decided to write down my entire story and read it to you, because one thing that I want to kind of emphasize with you guys is that being you and being real is super important with this job. So I will be reading my story instead of just trying to remember it all. So here I go. Money. Let's talk about it. Some say it's super taboo and you shouldn't, and some are really driven by it, and some don't care either way. For me, it was a huge driving point to push me in my business. Not that money is everything, because to be 100% honest, I forget sometimes how well I'm actually doing in this business. I try not to compare, but sometimes it's nice to know that others are doing and see that hard work that I try not to compare, but sometimes it's nice to know what others are doing and see that hard work really does pay off. This business does not play favorites. It does not push for one person over the other. If you want to go for 5-star Diamond Elite in 2015 and your coach who signed you up isn't pushing for that goal and isn't even a diamond herself, that won't stop you. If you want to make it to the Millionaires Club and your upline coach isn't working this business anymore, that won't stop you from reaching your goals and your dreams. I heard a quote this weekend at a Beachbody event in Southern California that I got to attend with some awesome coaches of mine that I'm on a team with. And this girl that stood on stage, and she said, "How cool is it that the only thing stopping us from being successful is us, ourselves? That's it. That's the only people that are stopping us." It got me thinking about my journey and how it started and how it's unfolding into something that is changing our lives forever. And it's all started by me believing in myself and sharing my journey and my story. I started coaching 16 months ago. I started out as a discount coach. I didn't want to do any sales. I tried an MLM company before. It didn't work out for me, and I just wanted the discounts. Since then, I decided that this was something I wanted to do, and I've ranked up 4 times. I have quite a few coaches who have ranked up in their business as well, and one who is ranked the same as I am. It hasn't been easy. There isn't a magic button or an easy road to success. If you want this to work, you work. When I received my first paycheck back in February of 2014, it totally and completely blew me away. I had earned $40 for helping someone change their life. Now let that sink in. I still am. I chose to share my journey with my family and friends, and that inspired one person to start theirs, and that seriously still gives me chills. Then that $40 started becoming a steady paycheck each week, a steady $40, because I kept sharing. I kept working on myself, and I kept pushing for my goals and my dreams, and it inspired more people. $40 to $70 was a normal paycheck for a few months, as I was what I like to call a hobby coach. I was wanting this business to boom, but I wasn't consistent at all. We have 3 things we strive to do daily with Beachbody, and the biggest one I was forgetting was personal development. Now, if you're big into that already, you know what an impact a few inspiring words can do for the soul. If you don't do personal development already, I strongly suggest you grab yourself a good book today and you dive right in. It'll change your life. This job will not work for you if you don't wholeheartedly believe it will yourself. You have to know the only difference between you and me is the day that I said yes to this coaching gig. And here's another quote for you. It's the start that stops most people. It's the start that stops most people. Even though my paychecks were not growing fast and quick, I knew time would pass anyways. Why not work towards something I felt so passionately about? If I stopped coaching because I wasn't a millionaire overnight, I surely wouldn't be one in a year by quitting. So I kept trucking along, taking in training videos, team calls, asking my upline for advice, and really focusing on the 3 vital behaviors Beachbody asks us to do daily. And guess what? My paycheck started to increase, and I was consistently making $100 to $150 a week, doing what I love, reaching out and helping more people. Nothing scary, nothing icky, just sharing, inviting people to do this with me, helping them learn what I have learned, and focusing on myself. This stayed consistent for about 6 to 7 months. I'd have like lower weeks and some higher weeks. And I was running groups with my upline coach, helping her with team calls and trying to build my business the best way I knew how. One thing I was missing though was leadership. I didn't know how to be a leader. I was always the easygoing gal who just went along with the plans because I was happy to be there with you. But I knew I had to learn this leadership role eventually if I wanted to lead a badass team and change as many lives as I possibly could. One of my upline coaches had said many a times, "Fake it till you make it." And that upset me the first time I ever heard her say that. Fake it till you make it? Really? I'm an honest person. I don't want to fake my way into anything. But that's really not what she meant at all. And sometimes you have to fake yourself into believing in yourself so you can do something you're so scared to do that you otherwise wouldn't. What are you missing out on in life because you think you can't do something? I didn't have a fitness background when I started this job. I didn't have a college degree in anything. I didn't ever take a single college class. I didn't want to waste money on something I wasn't good at or didn't know if I'd like once I was done. I didn't believe in myself enough to succeed. I became a mom early at 23, and Casey and I decided being a stay-at-home mom versus paying someone to raise our daughter was the best choice for us. So that to me was my job, and I like to think I'm pretty good at it. Excuse me. I'm gonna tickle my throat. Of course. But hold on, let me grab some water. But the leadership to lead others wasn't a big role in my life. Like I said, I was a people pleaser. But I knew if I needed this coaching gig to work for us, I had to lead and do a damn good job at it. Would I fail? Yes. That's how we succeed. Would I make mistakes? Yes. That's how we learn. Would I be a good leader by following in the shadows of my leader all my coaching career? No. I needed to step out of my own way and do this damn thing, so I did. And back in December, I decided I was going to work with each of my coaches one-on-one as long as they were willing and wanting to work for their goals. I would do everything I could to help create their dreams. And guess what? Since I changed my mind and became the leader I never thought I had in me and worked closely with my coaches and pushed for their dreams, something crazy has happened. My dreams are becoming a reality. We don't go to the grocery store worried our card won't work anymore, and we've paid for our son's car seat and had money left over from one paycheck, something we never would have been able to do with just one income. We're actually on the road or at the gas station, heading home from a 3-night stay in San Diego that I was able to pay for because I chose to dive in and see what I was capable of with this coaching gig. My paychecks are now averaging $3,000 a month. In 16 months, I went from a $40 paycheck helping one person to $700 paychecks helping hundreds. I'm not telling you this to glow or be icky. I'm telling you this because at one point I didn't believe in myself. I didn't think I'd be that person with a super success story. Sometimes I still don't believe it. But it's real and I'm real. And just like you guys who were invited in here in this group, I will say it again. This job doesn't play favorites. If you want this, you have to be willing to work for it, just like anything else you've ever wanted. The only difference is you're the boss now. You'll be working for you. And that's it. So I thank you for listening to my little tangent, and have a nice day. If you have any questions, please post below.